Well, our final segment. So I'm going to ask both my guests to just go through everything it is that they need to get through, because with such little time, I want to make sure that our viewers understand fully what this is all about. So, Dr. Ben, let me start with you.
Yeah. Well, basically, what we want is to call on the public in general, everyone. We want you all to come out to support this cause, because we can't always sit down and wait for government to do it all for us. It happens in all the developed countries. You know, when, like Obama said, you know, during his campaign, when ordinary people come together, we can do extraordinary things, and that means that we have to come out and support this cause. I think if we do it and we have a neurosurgical facility in St. Lucia, who knows tomorrow? It could be your sister, your brother, your aunt, anyone could be the one in need of that care.
Okay, how can they help?
By donating. Okay, when we have the account number out, we will put it out in the newspapers. We'll have it out everywhere.
How soon will that be?
Before the end of the month.
Okay, and of course you let us have it, so we'll let the viewers.
Absolutely.
Because the official launch is on the 29th of March.
Yes. Okay, so $5, $10, whatever you can. But I think we all have to be involved. They are raising funds over there in Canada to help us. We should help ourselves too. We should do that. The business sectors, everyone. We have a number of medical schools here in St. Lucia. We cannot have people in need of care that we can provide if we just all come together. I mean, we have so many medical schools here.
And that's what we're talking about when we talk about accreditation, and that's why I want to focus on accreditation in the sense that we have medical schools. We must make sure that what we are producing are competent doctors with the skills and the knowledge. And this is where you talk about accreditation. And basically at St. Jude's, I can speak for St. Jude's, we are now, and the government of St. Lucia, we are now getting in that phase where we are now saying we need to be accredited, because St. Jude will be a teaching hospital. That's government's policy. And so because of that, the other schools, and Spartan has already started on that, we are now accredited by CAM, which is the Caribbean Accreditation Authority for Medical Health Professionals. So this is an organization that's well known in the Caribbean, in the States, and also in Europe. So this is where we have started. I was very concerned that we get accredited, and I'm happy that we are. And we are moving forward, and the government is moving on that too. So CAM will be the accreditation authority for St. Lucia.
Well, I've heard so many times that don't trust the doctors in St. Lucia, you know, or the doctors in St. Lucia aren't as qualified or as experienced.
No way. There's something I can tell you as a permanent secretary in health. Very important. All the organizations, as far as medical association, before you can be a practicing doctor there, you know, due diligence is being done on you, and there's no way any doctor, maybe before it used to happen, you know, years ago, but not now, because I can guarantee you, you need to be certified before you can practice here. And by extension, the nurses too, they take a regional exam, and so no nurse just can't come on here and just practice. You need to pass the regional exam. So everything is focused so that we have professional people delivering our healthcare here.
Dr. Ben, is there anything else?
Yeah. Actually, moving beyond this foundation, I, as a director of international affairs of Spartan, I'm trying to get some other things done for St. Lucia. And on my way back, yesterday I had a meeting with the vice president of an organization called Eco Global Holdings. And this organization is formed by US, retired Navy SEALs and all these people involved in foreign affairs. I mean, these are well-trained individuals. And what they actually want to do is to come to St. Lucia and train, like we go to different communities and they will train people, maybe 10, 20 in each community. These people are going to be trained to be emergency medical technicians. We call them EMTs. They're going to provide emergency medical service in times of crisis, like the time of Hurricane Thomas and Sulfur and all of that. These people will be the first responders. They will get there, try to do as much as they can to save lives, whilst the government support comes in. So the ambulances and the police and all of that. But in each community, we are always having disasters. Christmas Eve, we had a terrible rain. You understand? You know, and so we have to empower ourselves by having these forces within each community. These are going to be the first responders. Okay, so they will be coming to St. Lucia pretty soon, and we're going to go, even the hotels. Okay, tourism is the #1 industry for the country. We have tourists coming here. Supposing there is something in a hotel, something happened, some part of the building collapsed, tourists are injured. Who do we have there to take care of these people right away? Okay, like saying, and the EMTs are going to be the kind of people that will respond. Every hotel, any place where you have a lot of people, we should have people there ready to take care of this patient. And the cost of the training is really, really cheap, and they do it because they just want to help. They know the things that have been happening, and the U.S. government partly funds a lot of the things they do. All right, so I'm going to really push it hard, and we're going to try to get something. And I just want to comment there that we will do everything with Nemo. Nemo will have to work with Nemo on that. That's an idea he had. Yeah. As we are coming up, we discuss it, but we've got to work with the government. We've got to work together to make sure that these things are done properly.
Okay, well, as I said at the beginning of the show, I thanked you both for going extra, because I'm sure this is more than just what your career, what your duty says you have to do. You've both been through very traumatic emotional experiences yourself, dealing with patients. How do you both do it? How do you have that strength?
I think a lot of time people think becoming a doctor, a professional of this kind, is all about making money, but it's about the satisfaction, the pleasure you get when you see people's life are better. Okay, the changes you make in people's life, letting them smile once again when they were in pain. Okay, I think there's no reward better than that. You understand?
The best reward
these are the things that
when you're walking in town
we try to get our students to understand that yes, someone may have motivated you to go to medical school because you're going to make a lot of money, but the patients also are aware that you are trained to take good care of them. That's why they're going to demand that you give them good care, and that's why patients complain. And when they complain, we should not be upset. It's because we are not doing that other part. Being compassionate, being caring, put a smile on your face while you take care of the patient. Touch them, when they are in pain. Let them realize that you are there to give them relief, to support them. Okay, so sometimes that part we miss out. We probably just focus on the medical aspect, and then we forget about that humane part, which sometimes disconnects. And patient may feel like the doctor didn't really talk to me, he never looked at my face, he doesn't care, or and maybe the doctor is focused on reading your lab results and getting the right medication for you, and you are thinking, this doctor didn't even talk to me, and he didn't. And patients who have told me they get a prescription from a doctor, and the moment they leave, they throw it away. So I say, what? you threw away the prescription? He said, I don't think the doctor knew what he was doing. I said, did you ask him questions? Doctor, why are you giving me this? Did you ask? Yeah.
Wow. Oh, well, thank you so much, Dr. Ben, for coming. Percival, what's your kind of last words? Because you were saying that the reward is when you meet someone.
Well, the reward is, this is something you have a commitment to serve, and that's what comes out in any health personnel. A nurse, a doctor, any person in the health system, is that they give. And the best, money doesn't matter in a way. You must live, yes. But the idea is that when you walk and somebody can say, hi, Mr. McDonald, how are you? And you don't even remember the person. But the person said, you remember you sent me to Martinique or something? Thank you very much. That makes your whole day.
But that's also to add up just one more thing. I think the patient should also be told to also learn to appreciate what the doctors do. They do. I've been to St.Jude and I see patients come and they don't even say thank you, nurse, thank you, doctor. Or
take it for granted.
Even they see the doctor down the road, they don't even greet the doctor, and and this is a person who was cracking his brains to make your life better. So I think people try to appreciate what the health professionals do.
Well, thank you both for coming, and please keep us updated with the information about the Foundation.
All right.
And you always also let us know if there's anything at all that we can do to help.
Sure, and thank you very much.
Thank you very
I
much.
enjoy your show.
Yes.
I know my wife enjoys your show all the time.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We try our best to inform. I hope that tonight has been an experience for you. I hope that you have learned something. And don't forget that you can watch DBS's shows on the website www.dbstvstlucia.com. And also, I want to say to you that I'm sure you've heard that there are lots of other activities and lots of people trying to make try to support foundations and things like this. Don't just say I will, or don't just hear about it, all right? Act, all right? Now, instead of criticizing and complaining about the lack of resources or whatever it takes to make life better, make the journey easier by making some form of contribution. Many contributions makes the goals closer. Don't feel sad or say it's a shame certain things have happened. Encourage, lift and strengthen one another. Act on these words. Why? Because DFL asked you to. On behalf of my guests, Dr. Ben Alemina, Mr. Percival McDonald, the DFL and DBS production teams, I'm Delia Dolor. Good night and God bless.
If you have information you'd like to share with viewers, contact Dolor Factor Live on info@dolorfactorlive.com, call 1-758-717-7979 or visit the website dolorfactorlive.com, Facebook Dolor Factor Live TV show.